All right, deep divers, welcome back. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap that notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into all sorts of fascinating topics. They're like stand on top of a mountain,
Yeah.
feel that wind, and you're looking out over forests and deserts, maybe even a glimpse of the ocean. I mean, that right there is the beauty of terrestrial ecosystems.
Absolutely.
Just that variety of life thriving on the land. It's incredible. So today we are doing a deep dive into those very ecosystems, a little crash course.
Okay.
This is going to be perfect for anyone prepping for the UPSC, students brushing up on their environmental science,
Yeah.
or honestly, anyone who is just curious about the planet that we live on.
Right.
So we are mainly going to be focusing on this document we found called Terrestrial Ecosystems, Types, Environmental Factors, and Ecological Significance. And this thing is packed with insights.
Oh, wow.
We're going to be talking about the different types of ecosystems, the factors that shape them, and why they're so important
Right. Yeah.
for pretty much everything.
Of course.
To help us break this all down, we've got our expert here,
Hey.
ready to unravel the mysteries of ecosystems with me.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, so first of all, what exactly is a terrestrial ecosystem?
Well, you can think of it as like a delicate dance between living organisms and their environment.
Okay.
But it all plays out on the land.
Right.
So we're talking about plants, animals, fungi, even like the microscopic organisms.
Wow.
All interacting with each other and their surroundings.
Okay.
Things like soil, water, air, and sunlight.
Like a giant interconnected web then, right? Everything relying on everything else.
Yeah, and just like you see different types of webs in nature.
Right.
There's also just like a huge diversity of terrestrial ecosystems out there.
Okay.
Our source here mentions forests, grasslands, deserts, and tundras. Just to name a few.
So you've got lush rainforests teeming with life.
Oh, wait, yeah.
You've got vast grasslands with all those huge herds of animals. And even deserts, which, they seem barren, but they're actually full of life.
Yeah, you might picture a desert as lifeless at first glance, right?
Right.
But it's actually just teeming with all these uniquely adapted species.
Oh, really?
Think about cacti storing water to survive droughts, or nocturnal animals that avoid the heat during the day.
It's so cool.
It's just fascinating, just examples of how resilient life can be.
All right, so we've got all these different ecosystems, but what shapes them? What makes a rainforest a rainforest? And a desert.
Well, that's where environmental factors really come in.
Okay.
Our source highlights things like topography, which is basically like the lay of the land.
Right.
Altitude, latitude, soil, quality, precipitation, and temperature.
Okay.
And each of these plays a key role in determining what kind of ecosystem develops.
So altitude and latitude, those seem pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
The higher you go, the colder it gets.
Yeah, exactly. Higher altitudes generally mean cooler temperatures.
Right.
And that leads to unique ecosystems like alpine meadows. Okay.
And those coniferous forests. Latitude, on the other hand, really influences the length of seasons and overall climate patterns.
So near the equator, you get long sunny days.
Exactly.
But near the poles, you get shorter days and colder winters.
Yeah, think about that difference.
Wow. Okay, what about things like soil quality and precipitation?
Oh, yeah.
Those seem super crucial.
Absolutely. Soil is so much more than just dirt.
Really?
It's this complex mixture of minerals and organic matter, water, air.
Wow.
It provides essential nutrients and support for plants, which then forms the foundation of the entire food web. And different types of soil support different types of ecosystems.
Interesting.
Precipitation, the amount of rainfall an area gets, also plays a huge role.
Right. A rainforest needs tons of rain.
Exactly. A rainforest thrives on that abundant rainfall,
Right.
while a desert has adapted to survive with very little.
It's amazing how all these factors work together to make such different environments, like I was reading here in the source.
About how the direction a mountain slope faces can create its own little microclimate.
It's called an aspect.
Aspect.
One side of the mountain might be sunny and dry,
Right.
while the other is shaded and moist, creating completely different habitats just within a small area. And that influences the types of plants and animals that can thrive there.
Okay, so we've got this intricate web of factors influencing these ecosystems.
Right.
But why should we care?
Well,
What's in it for us?
Well, terrestrial ecosystems are essential for our very survival. Think of it this way. They provide the oxygen we breathe. They purify our water. They regulate the climate. They prevent soil erosion. They're also super important for food production. Medicine, raw materials, even our mental and emotional well-being through recreation and just cultural inspiration.
I never thought of it that way. It's easy to just take it all for granted.
Yeah.
I mean, we really depend on these ecosystems for everything.
Exactly. Protecting them isn't just about saving pretty landscapes, it's about safeguarding our own health and well-being, and ultimately our future on this planet.